Welcome to my weekly spiel. Welcome to my weekly spiel. Yada yada blah blah blah. Yada yada blah blah blah. It's time for Margaret's weekly spiel. Greetings and salutations. This is Margaret Franklin of Margaret Franklin's Creations. Welcome to my weekly spiel. Today is Tuesday the 21st, I believe. Yeah. A year ago today, Jeanette and I were at Myrtle Beach. And today's episode is one of those how to make the bus come faster episodes. The bus will definitely be here sooner if I am making my latest video blog. What is new in my life? Well, I am on my way to the Harmony Plaza because I want to go to Michael's and I want to go to Walmart. In my bag here is things at Michael's I want to get framed. There is that Pink Floyd poster that Dave gave me for Valentine's Day. It's all these wild and crazy little things that are references to their song titles. There's flying pigs and all kinds of weird stuff in it. And we're gonna frame that and put it in the living room. And there's a paint by numbers that I did of Mickey and Minnie Mouse sitting in a canoe looking out at the Disney castle. It is messy and imperfect, but I love it because of the way it made me feel when I was working on it. And last but not least is that needlepoint that I got as a wedding present. A bottle of maple syrup was wrapped in the cloth and the design was printed on it and I embroidered it. For years we had it hanging in our front hall and the frame fell apart. So I'm getting a new frame and that's going in our living room too. And I might look for a few smaller frames for things to go in my office. And I want to get more embroidery thread as usual, neon shades and variegated stuff, 'cause I do a lot of embroidery. And I'm on the second square of Clay and Reno's quilt. I name all my horses. The first one I finished was Tina, and I'm working on one I called Eddie. I didn't particularly name them after anyone in particular, even though I was kind of thinking about Tina from Bob's Burgers and how much she loved the carousel at Wonder Wharf and how she chained herself to it to try to prevent it from being destroyed, but she failed. That episode makes me cry. Like, even if it's just a cartoon, it's the senseless destruction of a carousel. At least she got to keep Mr. Goiter's head. But there I go on a tangent again. And then the latest horse I'm working on is Eddie. Like I said, I didn't consciously name them after anyone in particular, even though I do have horses named Lenny and Carl. There's characters on The Simpsons with those names. It was more of a random stream of consciousness. And now I'm wishing I had more horses because I keep thinking of more names. Dave suggested the name Aloysius for one of the Trojan horses. You will see this project as it unfolds. And anyway, it doesn't look like I'm going to the convention this year, but oh, shut up. I hate these stupid loud motorcycles. I really wish this town would crack down on the noise laws. Anyway, still got no bus. I want to get this journey over with. Do you mind? Come on now, for prune's sake. Anyway, hopefully on Thursday, Jeanette and I are going to go to the Grandview movie theater to see If. It is a movie about imaginary friends, and part of it takes place at Coney Island. You see the Wonder Wheel in the background? So exciting. I love amusement parks. I'm sure that goes without saying. Everyone's known that about me for years. Especially carousels. And what else is new? Well, I'm waiting for the bus, hoping that it comes. Last night I was dreaming something about Enid from Ghost World. She and I were friends. That is one of my favorite movies. And the other night, Dave and I were watching Lucy. That was, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson. She and Thora Birch were in Ghost World together. I always think that there should be a reboot of Ghost World. And of course, obviously, they would have two younger girls playing the new Enid and her friend. And the original Enid and like the original Thora Birch and Scarlett Johansson would make a cameo appearance standing outside of the bus stop outside Wowsville, and the real Weird Al Yankovic would play Weird Al in this movie. And of course, in the comic book, Enid and her friend look out the window and say, hey, there's us 20 years from now. And Weird Al says, I call them Wendy and Georgie Girl. And of course it would be Thora Birch and Scarlett Johansson standing outside the bus stop as those two. Anyway, I'm getting kind of bored here. I can't think of much else to talk about. I know the bus services did themselves a really big disservice when they quit going all the way to the plaza anymore. It's kind of a long walk from the corner to the plaza, and then I have to walk back to the gas station with 3 big bags of quilt batting. I brought the same bag that I used when I bought them in the first place, but I've got more quilts I want to make, more ideas, and the first horse only took me 2 days. I hope that I finish Eddie by the end of today, if not tomorrow. And then the next horse in my batch. Or I might take a break and try to work on the quilt that I want to get finished in time for the convention. Ugh, disgusting racket. Anyway, that's all the news for now. Bye-bye. Be back soon. Thanks for watching Weekly Spiel.